Hey, thanks for joining us for our next challenge. This one is determine the 25th term of a, ab, and ab squared. Alright, so first things first, always writing out what our sequence is. Okay, we have a, we have ab, and we have ab squared. Alright, we need to see quickly what is happening between a and b. Because they're sitting right next to each other, we know they're being multiplied. Alright, the moment that we already have a multiplication, we know that it cannot be arithmetic. Alright, so let's just go ahead and test to see what our common ratio will be. And that'll be easy enough because we will say T2 divided by T1, which is equal to AB divided by A. The A's cancel out and we're left with B. Then to double check what our ratio is, we're going to say T3 divided by T2. Okay, and that is going to be AB squared divided by AB. Okay, the A's cancel out, and this B at the bottom takes away one of the B's at the top. So we're left with B again. Alright, so our common ratio is definitely B. Okay, now let's talk about what is our standard formula so that we can create a general nth term. Our standard formula is Tn is equal to a times r to the power of n minus 1. Alright, let's chat. What do the different variables actually represent? A is always the value of the first term, and that is a. A equals a. That's quite cute. Alright, and then we have r. What is r equal to? Well, that is our ratio. Okay, and we just calculated that and we worked out that it is b. Okay, so using these two variables, we're going to substitute it into our standard formula to create our general nth term. Okay, so we have Tn is equal to a, and then open bracket b, close bracket n minus 1. Now the reason why I've put b specifically in the bracket instead of just right next to a is really to indicate that the exponent is only affecting b. You could put it down as ab to the power of 2 or ab to the power of n minus 1 because then again it is only really affecting the b, but this is just a nice clean way of illustrating that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our test to see if this is actually going to be our general nth term. And we're all, well, I always tend to go for the middle guy, which in this case is T2. As we can see, T1 is to our left and T3 is to our right. So we're going to go for T2, which again, remember, stands for term 2, okay? Cool. So let's go and do some substitution. We have T, and like I said, we're going to do 2. So I'm going to plug a 2 into every place we see an N. Okay, finally getting rid of that other variable. Which is difficult to recognize at this stage because we've got variables everywhere, let's be honest. Okay, so then we say a open bracket b close bracket and 2 minus 1. Alright, let's look at our exponents first. We know that 2 minus 1 is just going to give us 1. Remember, when we're writing down numbers without an exponent, if we don't see it, there is actually an exponent. It is a 1, it's just invisible. And there's not really any need to write it, otherwise all our numbers would just become really fat with information, whereas we know that there is 1 representing in the position of exponent at this stage. Okay, so now all we're doing is we're saying a times b, and we know that equals ab. Right, now looking at our term value for t is ab, so that means our general nth term is correct. Now all we have to do is complete the challenge, which is determine the 25th term of ab. Cool. And now when we see an n, we're going to put the number 25, okay, because that's the one they've asked for, the 25th term. So t25 is equal to, and here we go, a open bracket b close bracket, and then we have another n, so that's going to be 25 minus 1. Awesome. Okay, so when we clean up our exponents, we're now going to be left with, we're going to be left with a open bracket b close bracket, and 25 minus 1 is 24. Okay, we also know that b is going to, that 24, the exponent 24 is only going to affect b. So we're going to have a final answer of a b to the power of 24. Brilliant. That should be the answer for this challenge. Thanks for joining me on this video. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.